Hey, what is up guys? So as you may have heard, Fallout 76 getting a Battle Royale mode actually happened. The jokes and memes are now a reality, but it doesn't actually look too bad. And today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about this new game mode. At the time of writing this, the patch notes went up a few brief moments ago and give a lot of information on this new Nuclear Winter game mode. So, without further ado, let's jump right into them. Although it's been a while since we've done this, the patch versions for each system are as follows: PC, PS4 and Xbox 1.2.0.15, and this is now patch number 10. To kick the notes off, we of course have the bread and butter of the update, Nuclear Winter. The description for this new mode reads: "Congratulations are in order. You've been identified as a potential candidate to lead Vault 51 from behind the Overseer's desk, which currently sits vacant. You and your squad are cordially invited to compete against each other, Overseer hopefuls, in a no-holds-barred 52-player battle to the death until just one team is left standing. Will you outlast the competition and take the reins of Vault 51, or will you succumb to the hazardous Appalachian wasteland?" So, as we can see from this, and the trailer earlier this morning, in the UK that is, you are fighting to be the Overseer of Vault 51, which we can probably gather is named after the number of players you'll be against in this new mode, which was of course confirmed to be you and 51 other competitors, let's say. Best thing about this mode, you can play it right now until June 17th, so make sure you get on that. But we've still got a bit of the video left, so stick around until the end. You will of course need a character to join this mode, whether that's a new character or an existing Wastelander from survival or adventure mode. You can even team up with 3 buddies and attempt to take over the vault together. Each match will start you in Vault 51, and when the game lobby is full, you will get to choose where to spawn and begin battle after a short stint of invulnerability and invisibility. Although likely to change when the mode leaves what Bethesda are calling pre-beta, all matches will currently take place in the forest region of Appalachia, which is of course surrounded by the Ring of Fire, or as Bethesda call it, the Nuclear Storm, which, like all Battle Royale games, slowly moves in at intervals in the match. You're now probably worrying about starting the game brand new and being at a disadvantage. Well, worry no more. Your level in adventure and survival has nothing to do with Nuclear Winter. Weapons, armour, chems and other items in Nuclear Winter have been completely rebalanced and tuned for PvP combat. The outcome of each battle will come down to skill. So if you're me, it will come down to skill and you will lose. And to spice things up even more, you will also need to scavenge for weapons, armour and supplies every time you join a Nuclear Winter match, as none of your gear comes through the door with you. And speaking of which, none of it leaves with you either, so don't get too used to that new gun. Finding equipment has however changed slightly, with the notes stating the following: you can find items in the containers you're used to seeing in Fallout 76, but the best gear comes from newly placed crates, hackable terminals and lootable creatures. You can of course find weapons, food and chems as usual, but they have stated, although weirdly enough not in the patch notes, that armour will be found as a whole set rather than piece by piece. And speaking of clothing and armour, you can now select cosmetic items that you've unlocked in the Atomic Shop as favourites. When you favourite paints for items like weapons and power armour that can be found in Nuclear Winter, they will be automatically applied when you pick those items up during a match. Similarly, this also kind of applies to camp structures. You can build your camp in Nuclear Winter and it's not going to cost you any resources or crafting materials. Many camp blueprints that you create in adventure or survival mode can be placed in Nuclear Winter. Camp placement is also less restrictive than in other modes, which should help you place structures in more locations. Although it is worth noting that some objects in Nuclear Winter, such as turrets, have become lootable items found throughout the region. There's also an addition of quick camp kits, which you can find and use to place defensive structures, traps and pre-built bunkers with ease. Moving on to the gameplay side of it, however, you can also find nuclear briefcases and launch codes to rain hell on a small area, and better yet, anyone caught in this small area will perish. VATS can be used, but in this mode is disabled for players, which is for fairly obvious reasons. You'll even start with perk cards that enable you to lockpick containers and hack terminals from the get-go. You can hack the terminals scattered around the map to receive gear or other bonuses, and lockpicking does not require bobby pins and you have unlimited attempts. Now that'd be handy in all modes, but I digress. Moving on to the penultimate changes, the perk card system has changed with the note stating, "We've built an all new perk card system specifically for Nuclear Winter and added 73 new perk cards, some of which can only be used during Nuclear Winter matches. Equip up to 7 cards, 1 in each special slot, while you're inside Vault 51 before a match begins. Make your selections carefully because you cannot adjust your perk cards after leaving Vault 51. Your character's adventure mode special stats will determine which perk cards you can use. You'll begin with a starter deck of 7 Nuclear Winter perks already equipped, gain Overseer ranks, more about that below, and complete challenges to unlock more perk cards. Now, as mentioned, we'll move on to the last point, and that is these Overseer ranks, which is essentially the multiplayer ranking system of Fallout 76. By playing Nuclear Winter, you will earn Overseer XP, which of course levels up your Overseer rank. By earning Overseer ranks, you'll unlock new cosmetics that you can use in Fallout 76 game modes, such as power armor and weapon paints, camp and workshop objects, and much more. As your Overseer rank increases, you'll gain access to new rooms within Vault 51, each offering clues about what became of the Vault's original dwellers. This shows that we'll have much more to look forward to than just launching mini nukes at each other and sneaking around after other dwellers, although that should be fun. Additionally, you will still earn XP and caps for your adventure/survival mode character while playing Nuclear Winter, but your level has no bearing on your power and offers no bonuses against other players in Nuclear Winter matches. There was also a bunch of improvements and bug fixes, but those that play regularly will of course notice these changes, so we won't go into them. But yeah, that's Nuclear Winter, and although the idea sounded stupid and something that very few wanted, the execution has definitely converted a few players, myself included, although I am yet to play this. But like I said though, this is available to play now. So what are you still doing here? Get out into the wasteland and get those W's. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.